to facilitate that.
I'm not the one making this decision. We have lawyers that don't want to do this.
But the buck stops in this office.
No. I follow the law. You want me to follow the law? If I were the president that just wanted to do anything, I'd probably keep him right where he is.
Supreme Court says what the law is.
Listen, I was elected to take care of a problem. It was a unforced error that was made by a very incompetent man, a man that turned out to be incompetent, that you always said was wonderful, a great genius, right? And now you find out, all of the media now, they're saying what a mistake they made. A man who was grossly incompetent allowed us to have open borders where millions of people flowed in. I campaigned on that issue. I wouldn't say it was my #1 issue, but it was pretty close.
Right up there.
It was your only issue. Because everything else that you have are memes. Your economic plan is a meme, and it's raping our economy right now. Your social policies are memes generated by people who got their politics off of 4chan. It's a meme. Everything is a meme. The only thing that you had that was real was immigration. And you f***ed it up.
I campaigned on that issue. I've done an amazing job. I have closed borders. He said you couldn't do it. You wouldn't be able to do it. It would never happen. Well, it happened. And it happened very quickly. Wait a minute. When we have criminals, murderers, criminals in this country, we have to get them out, and we're doing it.
By law.
And you'll pick out one man, but even the man that you picked out, he said he wasn't a member of a gang. And then they looked, and on his knuckles, he had MS-13.
There's a dispute
over that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He had
It's like, I don't know. Like, does he actually think that the MS-13 on the knuckles, like the MS-13 knuckles, let's see if we can find, there's no way that he thinks that this image, there's no way he thinks that these are tattoos, right? Like, the M, the S, the 1, and the 3, there's no way that he thinks... There's no way that he thinks that those are the actual tattoos. They're like Times New Roman font. He does, Hansel? He totally does? No way. Wait, where the fuck did my tab that I had open just now go? Oh, it's right here.
MS-13 on his knuckles tattoo.
Oh, he had some tattoos that are interpreted that way. But let's move on.
Wait a minute. Hey, Terry.
He did not have the letter MS-13.
It says MS-13.
That was Photoshopped.
Nair.
Of a gang. And then they looked, and on his knuckles, he had MS-13.
There's a dispute over that.
Wait a minute. He had MS-13 on his knuckles tattoo.
Oh, he had some tattoos that are interpreted that way. But let's move on.
Wait a minute. Hey, Terry.
He did not have the letter MS-13.
Don't do that. It's not an interpretation.
It says MS-13.
That was Photoshopped. So let me
That was Photoshopped, Terry. You can't.
It doesn't mean he was talking about the label just because of a reporter's quip. How? Can you give me like one reason I should think otherwise? I'm watching the clip. I'm not just doing this because he's because I hate him. I'm doing it because he's I think that he's an old man, and I think that his advisors told him that was MS-13. I think that he thinks that. Because that's what he's saying right here. Let me hear it again. I don't want to be actually TDS. I don't want to actually be TDS. I don't want to think that this guy is just like cartoonishly evil and stupid, cartoonishly. But he keeps on showing me. He keeps on showing me that he's cartoonishly stupid and evil.
MS-13.
It says MS-13.
That was Photoshopped. So let me
That was Photoshopped, Terry. You can't do that. Hey, they're giving you the big break of a lifetime. You know, you're doing the interview. I picked you because, frankly, I never heard of you, but that's okay. But I picked you, Terry. but you're not being very nice. He had MS-13 tattooed.
We'll agree to disagree. I want to move on to something else.
Terry, do you want me to show you the picture?
I saw the picture. We'll
and you think it was Photoshop? Well,
here we go.
Don't Photoshop it. Go look at his hand. He had MS-13.
He did have tattoos that can be interpreted that way. I'm not an expert on them. I want to turn to Ukraine, sir.
Terry,
I want to get to Ukraine.
No. He had MS as clear as you can be, not interpreted.
Nair, shut the up. This is the defending this is. He is explicitly saying he thinks that the Photoshop.
He had MS as clear as you can be, not interpreted. This is why people no longer believe the news.
This is the reason that people don't believe the news, because people will sit there and they will look at Trump saying this, that he doesn't think that the photo, he thinks that the text on the. I hear it different, and that is okay. Nair, I'm telling you, it's not. He's saying that this is the reason that the people don't trust the news. The news is correctly identifying this. This is terrifying. No, I don't want to hate Nair, and I don't want to get into a situation, put him in a position where he, Bro, chill out. Berto, I'm going to tell you something really quick. I actually like having you in my chat. I actually like having people that disagree with my chat. You're so annoying with the way that you do it, though. I really makes me want to ban you. I feel like if I ban you, I lose. But man, you should and I think the only reason I put up with it is because you show little glimpses of human emotion and human, capacity for, feeling. But I'm not, I think I'm going to start a new rule. And I don't know how I'm going to formalize it. I don't know how I'm going to enforce it. But just being evil in my chat is not going to, if you're just cynically cheering on evil shit and you're not defending it, giving an argument, I'm not going to keep you in my chat. But Nair, this shit's
Terry,
I want to get to Ukraine.
No. He had MS as clear as you can be, not interpreted. This is why people no longer believe the news, because
when
it's
he was
fake
photographed
news.
in El Salvador, they aren't there. But let's just go on. They aren't there when he's in El Salvador.
They weren't there, but they're there now, right?
No,
but
they're in your picture.
Terry,
Ukraine, sir.
He's got MS-13 on his knuckles.
All right.
Okay?
Well, we'll take a look at that.
You do such a disservice.
We'll take a look at that,
Why don't
sir.
you just say, yes, he does? And
our president is a drooling. One of the things that makes it really difficult to talk to someone, and you guys know this, if you feel like someone's just memeing throughout the entire conversation, if you can't really quite get a real sense of what their position is, don't you think you look like this emote? What is the emote? I can't see it. My vision is bad. I don't have glasses. I can't make it big. LOL. And Biden wasn't? Have I said Biden's name once? Have I been defending Biden this entire time? Have I been singing Joe Biden's praises this entire time? I'm saying the president of the United States looks at this image and genuinely thinks that the MS-13 are on his knuckles. And he's running our economy in a way that no president in the history of the United States ever has. And he's running it straight into the ground. We have a verifiable, drooling, low IQ, blithering in chat. Trump is a silly Billy. I was saying earlier, the reason why it's so hard to deal with conservatives, especially right now, especially, and I guess I can talk about this a little bit, especially with people like Rob Noor, who I think have completely been brain broken. IDK about you, but I'm calling ICE. Off. It's funny. And you have cognitive dissonance? Hank and I stuff. Jump into the Discord. Come into a voice chat with me. Tell me, where is the cognitive dissonance? What's anything that I've said that's wrong? Weekend bingo. You're welcome to come in too. Type in !Discord into the chat and I'll give you a link. You can jump into a voice call with me. Tell me what I've said that's wrong. They're on the YouTube. Bones. So they're not going to get that link. Yes, your brain is turned into spaghetti because of Trump. Where's the window with disability, spaghetti brain? Yes. Where the is the window so that I can give these people the... Here it is. Link. There you go. Tron got it. The border would still be open if not for Trump. Thank God. That is it, like I'm sorry. The border is just not the only thing that matters in this country. I hope you guys realize that. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm sorry, Berto. You can request to come back through the Discord when you decide to stop being a demon in my chat. Wait, I could be completely wrong and might be. I just see it as all that we know. It is more likely than not, by a large margin, that he is a gang member. Can you give me like one source? I have not seen a single. I'm not seeing a single like reason to believe. I'm not seeing like the court documents don't seem like they are making him out to be a hardcore gang member. You're mixing multiple instances together right there, aren't you, Nair Socks? Or are you talking about just the Home Depot situation? And Haitians are eating cats and dogs. The answer is a single, the Chicago Bulls hoodie and a single anonymous informant. Yes, that's what I understand. Wife beating. Okay, well, let's deport 60% of the police officers in this country. Thank you. Weekend bingo. A trusted informant? A trusted informant to the detective that was caught with evidence? That one? Obama deported more than any other president, deporter in chief? It's almost as if I don't have a problem with the concept of deporting people. But you people don't have any concept because you don't have a vision for the future and because you don't have any principles and you don't have any idea of what you want the world to look like. Anything is on the table. Anything is on the table for you as long as it gets you what you want at the end of the day. Mixing is it is yes, but yes, it is the totality. So it's let the guy live with you. That I'm not responding to any of you subhuman cretins in chat unless you're in a voice call with me. If you're going to disagree with me, or unless you're Nair Socks, who I'm going to sit there and call a cuckold, that is Nair Socks' new term. Okay, if you are going to defend literally any part of the Trump presidency for I don't even know what your reason could be, like, because you're trying to maintain neutrality, or not neutrality, but like, you know, trying to stay as factual as possible. Like you're having to, in order to stay neutral or see it like centricity right now, you have to lie. You have to accept lies that they tell you. And I'm not going to do it. I don't see anyone in VC. So I'm assuming that none of you guys actually want to talk. One person was a gang member. I thought it was both. Oh, okay. It seems like we're going to be chipping away at individual little factoids about this. You have a visceral, like, gut reaction to not think that these people are lying to you, Nair. And you need to radically rethink that, because they are so much more blatant and so the lies are more blatant and they're bigger lies. And conservatives just won't call it out. Instead, we get these, I think it's a little bad, and I think that some of these people are going a little extreme. I like what he's doing on the border. Oh, now it's ad hominem attack. I am impatient. I don't want to sit and wait for you to type out some like blithe response over chat that I then have to respond to for the like in voice for 3 minutes to dispel how stupid it was, instead of just having a voice conversation. Yes, it's ad hominem. You're if you don't jump into the call with me. I will call you names. I do not want to have a conversation, or sorry, I'll have a conversation with someone in chat. I will not have a debate with someone in chat. Okay. What window were we on? We're on this one.
Where it gets weak is, I'm going to focus on the Epstein just because, as far as I'm concerned, it's sort of that was a litmus test promise of the campaign, where Pam Bondi illustrating that she's either over her head, unqualified, or there's something more sinister going on, making bold and big promises and then fumbling those and leading to more questions than answers. Like, they were supposed to release those
Yes, it's very true. Yut 77QQ.
documents, and now instead of releasing the documents, the Epstein files, the lead witness is dead within the same period of time. And so you'll have your questions about that, but that was a campaign promise that by not fulfilling will lead to skepticism among the hardest of the hardcore base. But by and large, it's been transformational thus far. There's room for improvement, and if he starts off with an A, then where does he go from there?
Well, as we all know, the last time he was the president, he came in, he was being spied on, and the Russia collusion thing happened.
Oh,
he
my
couldn't
God.
be the president because he had to worry about that for 4 years. Now that he comes in, he has to worry about the 4 years of just the destruction that the Biden administration, I don't want to say.
It's so ironic. It's so ironic that they say this. Like, who inherited a good economy? Who inherited a good economy? Hold on.
But the court has ordered.
Let me find this thing that I saw earlier today. Hopefully I have it on my Twitter. Easily findable. Experts on the 24 economy Trump inherited. An economy with strong fundamentals. Trump's inheriting a stable economy with lots of possibility. Exceptionally performing. Trump basically inherits a pretty good economy. He has the wind at his back. The tailwind for year one of the next president's economy is going to be great. Who inherited a good economy? Because Biden didn't. Biden inherited the COVID economy. Isn't it strange that Trump said that it was his economy in January and that it was his stock market in January? Hey, if there's someone being and weird as shit like this person in chat, you can ban them, okay? If someone's insulting me, you don't have to ban them. If they just continue to spam, you can ban them. But Trump inherited a good economy, and he f***ed it up. Biden inherited the COVID economy, and he fixed it, and he left it chugging along for Trump. And then Trump comes in and decides to take a shit directly into his hand and then smear it all over America's face on every single topic that could possibly be held near and dear to an American patriot.
Joe Biden,
Jack Burton, I will answer that if you jump into my chat. if you jump into a voice call with me. But I'm not going to be arguing with people in chat. It's just, I'm at an inherent disadvantage. You get to sit there and type away and say one stupid thing every single time you type, and then I have to go through and debunk it in detail. You can jump into a voice chat with me. I'm not going to debate with you. We elected him to fix it. Wow, man. That was a hell of a miscast vote. Trump contradiction. Oh, yeah, this is what I was talking about. Look at this. Trump on January 29th. This is the Trump stock market because my polls against Biden are so good that investors are projecting that I will win and that I will drive everything, or I will, and that will drive the market up. Everything else is terrible. It's been debunked. Is this screenshot bad? Nope. Oh. So it's not been debunked. So this is an actual tweet from Donald Trump saying that the economy that he inherited 9 days earlier was his, but the economy 4 months after he assumed office is Biden's fault. Hello? All right. Hey, guys. I am so sorry. I totally thought today was a Thursday, and I am missing out on something very important. For the people that I'm arguing with in the chat, if you guys subscribe to the YouTube or join the Discord, we'll pick this up. Maybe I'll pick it up tomorrow. Yeah, sorry. I just didn't know what day it was. Yeah. Sorry about that, everybody. I will catch you guys next time. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow if I have the opportunity. I don't know if I will though. Yeah. And if you do want to have that debate, if you're one of the people that I'm disagreeing with in chat, you can hit me up on Discord or on Twitter, or well, actually, those are the only two places that you're going to be able to hit me up. Hit me up on Twitter or Discord. I do want to have more discussions and debates because I feel like my country is dying, and that's not a good feeling. Anyways, I love you guys very much. Sorry for cutting it off so quickly, but this is what's got to happen. Catch you guys later.